Play that one.
Babies, it's your girl Tempthaitian, and I'm back with another video. If it's your first time, welcome, and if you haven't subscribed to Tempthaitian. It's just irresistible. We got B Grant Photography. I'm gonna tag you in the video, by the way. You already know that.
Oh,
we already started eating a little bit, but this is like a photographer tag. This is my photographer. He does mostly on my shoots. He's the best I know. This is Grant. He got everything you could think of. His Instagram will be linked in the description box.
Thank you.
Let's dig in.
Yes.
Pray if you need to, because baby, I can't wait.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Lord, for the food about to receive. Let it be nourished our bodies. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
So, the first thing I wanted to ask you was, it was extra jalapeno jelly, by the way.
Which one? This is jalapeno jelly.
Extra.
That's good, actually. That's very good.
Okay, I wanted to ask you, since we just started working a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask your, what? This ain't buffalo? Whatever.
It's all good. Don't we get buffalo sauce?
They didn't give it to us. I wanted it to be buffalo with ranch.
Oh, okay. It's all good. I ain't tripping. It's good.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, any critiques, and what is the best part of working with me, would you say, as a model?
The best part of working with you as a model is your comfortability in front of the lens. The way you're not afraid to pose, you're not afraid to try different things, and you follow direction very well. So, I gotta give you that.
Thank you. What can I work on?
To be honest,
Punctuality.
Punctuality maybe, but overall, I mean, there's not really much to work on. Like you pretty much have everything. I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can't really say there's anything you need to like. Oh my, but it's nothing stands out. Let me say that nothing stands out.
To add to that, I agree with you because it's like certain people. It's either you're I feel like modeling is like it's either you're comfortable in front of a camera or you're not.
Right.
There's nothing extra you can do about. I should have said extra jalapenos.
It's all good.
There's nothing extra you could really do about having, being comfortable in front of a camera because that's what modeling is. Being comfortable with yourself in front of the camera. So thank you for that. What do you look forward to in terms of working with me in the future? Would you work with me in the future?
Absolutely. You're one of my main models. She is one of my main models. She is dope. I'm talking about dope. But I look forward to doing a lot of artistic stuff because you have a very unique look. Like your facial features, the way you do your makeup, your facial expressions, your eyes, your lips, like your cheeks, you turn your head a certain way. Just like things match so well. You know what I mean? So I really look forward to shooting a lot of creative, artistic, wild shoots with you. Like, you know what I mean? Because like every shoot we've done, you've killed it. There's not a shoot I can say, nah. You know what I mean? There's not one shoot that we did that I can say that. It's every shoot that we've done, you definitely killed it. Like you gave it all, you gave it your all, you gave it 100, and that's all I asked for. And you definitely give it 100 every time, every time.
One thing I can say being a model, it's not cheap. It can be affordable, but when you love to do something, like you gotta think of things outside the box. And last minute, you might have to pick up some shit, which is always me. So it's always a sacrifice for me. But it's definitely something I'm always willing to make the sacrifice for. And that's why I keep doing it, because I feel like this isn't, like when I'm modeling, it's always an environment where I never have to censor my personality.
Mm-hmm. And you don't. Sorry, 1 minute. On top of that, when we shoot, we have fun. And that's
we definitely do have fun. Thank you, sir. I forgot. You have your drink. You left your drink on the counter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. They're giving us so much food.
I see. But yeah, so that's one thing I can say is your comfort level is very high shooting with me, because one thing about me, I want all of my models to be comfortable. Regardless if you're shooting fully clothed or fully nude, I just want you to be comfortable, period. You know what I mean? And you being comfortable makes me comfortable.
Yeah.
So when we're here, we're laughing, we're joking, but it's not so much to the point where we're getting off track of the shoot. We might crack our little jokes, bam, shoot, crack our little jokes, shoot. But we're always on point and we always reach our goal. And that's why I love working with you, because it's a balance of everything. You know what I mean? Because I've worked with models that were too goofy, and I worked with models that were too serious. And it's like, it makes the shoot like uncomfortable. But with you, there's a balance. You know what I mean? And I love balance. I'm a Libra, so I love balance.
I'm a Libra too. Where are you? 14th?
14th.
And I'm 15th.
Oh, damn, that's right. Yep, yep. Shout out to Libras.
Libra gang, period.
Shout out to the Libras.
What's your goal with photography? What is your goal with photography in the next 5 years? I need to practice projections.
My goal is to be one of the top go-to photographers in the area, in the DMV area.
I think you're going to get there.
I appreciate that. But that's definitely one of my goals. And just to have fun with it. I don't want to get to the point where photography feels like work. Like I have a job, career, I love it, IT, but photography is like an outlet. I love photography, I love people, so interacting with people and then doing something I love, but just taking pictures, yeah, 5 years from now, I'm gonna do it, of course, get paid, you know what I mean? And just have that, that buzz in DC, like, you know what, we're gonna go to B-Grand Photography for anything, so that's my goal in 5 years.
I definitely know in 5 years I will be coming to you for anything.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. And I got your back. I'll shoot whatever.
Okay. What would you say is the most challenging thing in being a upcoming popular photographer?
The biggest challenge? It would definitely be the competition. I'll tell you.
But I'm like, even though you have competition, I mean, you are top notch.
And I appreciate that. Some models are used to working with some of the top notch photographers that are out right now. Cause I'm gonna be honest. DMV has a lot of photographers out here doing that thing. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, these bad ones go to work, and they love what they do. You got your creeps, but then you got your real photographers that really do it for the art, do it for the love. And it's a lot of that out here. And my thing is to be in the conversation when somebody says DC photographer. I want somebody to say
B-Grand photographer. That's gonna be me, period.
You know what I mean? That's what I want somebody to say, B-Grand photography. And
I'm gonna say it every time.
And I appreciate that. But yeah, it's a lot of cats out here. Shout out to all the photographers doing it out here in the DMV area. You know, just keep doing what y'all doing, man. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a competition. That's the hardest thing, because it's a lot of cats out here doing this. So yeah, shout out to them.
What motivated you to start being a photographer in the first place?
I'm not telling the story. So, growing up, probably like my early mid 20s, I always had a digital camera with me. You go to, at the time, Circuit City. You go to Circuit City, you get you a $99 camera. All the cookouts, birthdays, events I would go to, I always had my camera taking pictures of everybody, basically doing event photography. But I didn't know I was a photographer. I had no idea. I just loved taking pictures and getting the moments. So my homeboy's 30th birthday, my homeboy Brian, shout out to B Love. My homeboy Brian had a 30th birthday party. His brother approached me. Shout out to Eugene. His brother approached me and was like, Chop. That's what they call him back in my neighborhood, Chop. So he said, Chop, you need to take this seriously. Because every time we come to events, you always taking pictures, always doing that. And Eugene told me that my pictures were better than the photographer he actually hired with professional equipment. I just had my little digital camera. So I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna look into that. Because I've been doing it for a long time, but I just wasn't thinking photographer. I'm just thinking capturing moments with my homies, with my homegirls, and just getting all of that. So when Eugene told me that, I started thinking about it more, and then it kind of phased out a little bit because I was doing music at the time too, doing beats and all that. So then I got back into it. I got my first DSLR. I went shooting, shot with a couple of women, shot like nature and all that. I'm like, I love it. And then my mentor, shout out to Theron, he handed some equipment down to me, more professional equipment. And then when I started using that, I said that was it, yeah. So he handed that down to me, and from then on, it was a wrap after that. It was a wrap after that. So that's where it is.
So with your experience working with models, what would you say, or what would you recommend to models that want to get into modeling that have never been before?
Number one is no model should feel the need to shoot nude first coming in the gate.
That is true.
Yeah, so all you new models, do not feel the need to shoot nude, because you have many photographers that will shoot artistic stuff when you keep your damn clothes on. If you want to do nude, that's on you, whatever. But when you're fishing for photographers, check out the work. Check out how many times they're tagged, and then you can sort of make a decision, and then look at the kind of material that they shoot. You know what I mean? And then see if that kind of fits your realm. Now, I'm going to be a hypocrite and say that I've shot, a lot of my stuff is kind of on the clean side a little bit. It's not really too much eye candy, but it's some. And a couple models I reached out to, they were like, I don't know if your work is fits what I do, because they're like dancers or whatever. So they didn't know if my work fit theirs, but they gave me a chance, and we do amazing work to this day. You know what I mean? So shout out to Kayla Official. So it's like, you always do your research before you just jump out there and just start shooting with photographers. But the main thing I will say that I hear a lot of models talk about is nudity and being with creep photographers. So do your research on the photographers, not creep photographers. Do your research on the photographers. Make sure you look at their pictures, you look at their tags, you look at all of that. And just know you don't have to shoot nude when you first come in the gate. So that's it.
I agree.
Yeah.
And as a model, if you're concerned about your content being shared to a creep photographer, you can draft your own contract.
Definitely.
I feel like with the modeling, a lot of females overthink what they should be doing, like their description as a model. I feel like they overthink it, and a lot of models don't think ahead as far as drafting their own contract, because if you draft your contract in like a photographer that's a creep post a picture that you weren't comfortable with, you can obviously hold them accountable legally and personally. So
yeah, definitely contracts, definitely. But yeah, but it's a fun business. It's a real fun business.
It is very fun. But I feel like this is a job for creatives. Like, it's not just for everyone. You gotta be comfortable doing it without getting paid at first.
Exactly.
Like, you gotta do it without money being the main focus.
Exactly. Like going in to your editing software, whatever you use, and just making that picture pop, making it do things that it's not doing when you regularly shoot it, is one of the joys I have with photography. Like just taking a bland picture and just making it golden. I just love it.
You know how to do that.
I'm still learning, but yes, I've gotten pretty good. I will say.
Pretty good. You are a professional.
Thank you. As are you.
Thank you. You haven't even used any of your...
I did use some. I'm saving for the quesadillas. Yeah, this sauce is good right here.
I know, it's like rainbow sauce, but with jalapenos in it. And you still have the tortilla chips with the sauce, so I had some. But
I have some too. I have a few.
And this is just an appetizer, like so much food.
I'm almost full of that, so. Not too.
Well, we're gonna enjoy the rest of our food. If you haven't subscribed by now, what are you doing?
Subscribe.
Give this video a thumbs up. If you like this content, definitely comment and let me know, and I'll do more of it. His Instagram link will be in the description box below, so follow him. And yeah, we're gonna enjoy the rest of our food. But I'll see y'all next time. Right.